welcome to our KASVENTURES vlog. Today we are going to take you to Athens, Greece. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, KASVENTURES on YouTube. Also follow us on Instagram at KASVENTURES. As you know, if you've been following us on our blog, KASVENTURES.org, we went to Athens, Greece for our honeymoon. That's actually where we started our honeymoon. So that's where we'd like to start this journey with you. So today we are going to be telling you the top 5 must-sees in Athens, Greece. Please comment below and let us know what your favorite things to do in Athens are, or what your must-dos are, so we can make sure we get those when we get to go back. Okay, so let's get started with our number 5. Our number 5 is Monastiraki Square. Alright, so we highly recommend this. It's one of the most central points of Athens. The views are incredible. Everywhere you go in Monastiraki Square, you can see Acropolis just sitting there looking gorgeous. It's actually really pretty at night with the lights.
All the main roads lead to Monastiraki Square, so it's really easy to get to.
One must do for us while in Monastiraki Square is actually going up to A for Athens. It's a rooftop bar. You can go and have a drink, or you can go and get something to eat, have a snack. You got to see Acropolis lit up at night, as well as overlooking the entire square. Is gorgeous. Again, A for Athens is what the bar is called, and it is highly recommended by us. Number 4.
Numero 4.
Okay, so when in Athens, you have to just allow yourself to get lost a little bit. That was something that we did our first night, and I genuinely think it was my favorite, if not top 2. The thing about Athens is it's old, so all the streets are pretty narrow. It looks like alleys. So we were like, just decided, hey, let's walk down this alley instead of walking through Monastiraki Square. And we found lots of cool restaurants. We talked to cool people. We really got to know those around us. We saw graffiti. We saw murals on the wall. We saw some really cool bars. One of my favorite stops in this Get Lost adventure was Taverne Platanos. So what that was, it's a restaurant, and it was like right down the alley from Monastiraki Square. Look it up. We had tomates, which are the stuffed grape leaves, and they actually put a little, like, I know it's not gravy, but it seemed like gravy on top. That's the southern coming out of me, but it was delicious. And also we had the fried cheese, the saganaki. This place was so delicious. It's so cute. They've got a little inside part, but mostly people were just sitting outside. You could tell it was just a bunch of locals.
The beauty about this place was that we randomly found it. We were walking, exploring Athens, being lost, and then we were actually looking for a restaurant to eat. We were hungry at the time, and we found this place, and it was far from Monastiraki Square. No tourists around this area. So we felt like we actually bumped into a true locals restaurant.
And then also another place that we recommend, which I'm gonna let you say.
The Koryuakan bar, which was a bar that caught our attention because it was a colorful bar. There was Hispanic flags, Mexican flags. They were actually playing Spanish music. Then they switched it to Caribbean music.
Caribbean? What the hell is Caribbean?
Spanish music. They had the decor. They had the calaveras from the Day of the Dead, and
those are so cool. So again, get lost. Start in Monastiraki Square because you know everything's around there, so you'll be able to find your way back.
Make sure that you get lost during the daytime. Don't go out at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. walking on by yourself and then getting lost by yourself. If you're gonna do this at night, do it with a group of friends. Don't do it by yourself.
Okay, and now for number 3. Okay, so we've already kind of hit on this a little bit in our number 4, but our big suggestion is to eat and drink like the locals, just to really immerse yourself into their culture. So whenever we're there, like, I think I had gyros, how many times? I don't even know, like at least 3 times. Just in Athens. I ate them more in Santorini too, because it was just so good. Like everywhere we went, we were like, okay, we're getting something. He's a little more adventurous, so he got a different plate everywhere we went. But I stepped up on gyros, tomates, lucamares, lasagnaki, everything. We had lots of uzu. So good. So uzu is, do you want to talk about uzu?
Uzu is the Greek version of whiskey or tequila. So it's the Greek liqueur. It's kind of like licorice. It has that licorice flavor. Before we went to Greece, we thought that
Opa.
Opa meant cheers. But when we got there, they were giving us drinks and we were saying Opa to the bartenders. They told us that the actual word to say cheers is YAMAS.
Okay, so word of advice.
Word of
Cheers,
advice.
you don't say Opa in this.
You don't say Opa. To whoever told us it's Opa at the Greek festival, it's Yamas. Opa does not mean cheers.
Okay, so Yamas.
Yamas.
So Yamas.
Yamas.
Oh, you left me hanging. So Yamas. Again, eat and drink like the locals. We do have to talk about one place to eat. It's called Smile Cafe. Smile Cafe. And they're ranked. Okay, they are ranked to have the best locamadas, and we have to agree they were so good. The honey, the walnuts, the brown sugar on top were so good. Thank you, Smile Cafe. Something else we liked about it was, so we actually painted a rock for us. They do that, so whenever you go, you decorate a rock and you leave it somewhere in the restaurant. So in a second, you'll see where he painted our rock to have a little Texas, where we're from, and our wedding date, May 27, 2018. All right, we are down to number 2.
Numero 2.
Okay, so our number 2 is the Panathinaikos Stadium. Most of you might know this as the Olympic Stadium. Okay, Usain Bolt over here. So we highly suggest going there. We actually went through a bike tour, which is a huge recommendation for us. It's not in our top 5, but it really should be. We did Athens by bike, and we actually went with Demos, and he took us all around Athens, and this was one of the places he took us to. He let us go in. Whenever you get to the Panathinaikos Stadium, they actually have headsets that you could put on and get a free walking tour to go around. And here they have it in any language. Well, maybe not every language, but most languages. And so that was pretty cool. You got to put that on. We walked in. We tried to run a lap, but like I said, we did a bike tour. We was a little tired. We did take a picture. I got first place.
I got second.
And our backpacks got third because we're corny like that. And like I said, Athens by bike, if you have time, go look it up. Demos was amazing though. If you can, get him, please do so. Like I said, we saw the Olympic Stadium, and that was one of my favorite things. Obviously it's number 2. To find out more about how V broke this guy's bike, go to KASVENTURES.org and read Athens Bicycle Catastrophe,
The hell is catastrophe?
where I go into it in full detail. Well, we went for a nice bike ride here in Athens, but someone had a lead foot. It's part of that trip.
After the bike tour, Demos took us to his flat and invited us to eat olives, tomatoes, uza, and the local bread. He took us to his flat. We were able to see the Parthenon, the Acropolis. One thing we liked about the Athenians is how green they are. It is amazing how they live in such enclosed spaces. They're able to figure out a way to have a garden.
Again, our number 2 is the Panathinaikos Stadium, the Olympic Stadium. You gotta go, you gotta run your lap. Get your picture, decide who's first place, who's second, and if you have a third. And then just go and feel like a gold medalist for a day. Alright, and finally, we are at number 1.
Numero 1.
Number 1, obviously, it has to be the Acropolis. We've talked about it numerous times in this video about the view of the Acropolis and how amazing it is to see from down below. Well, there is nothing that compares to the view from up top of the Acropolis, of the entire city. It is picturesque, it's dream-worthy. You've got to go up there and you've got to see it. I do recommend wearing comfortable shoes, comfortable clothing, preparing yourself that you will be waiting in a little bit of a line. But once you get in, you get to go at your own pace. The pictures that you can get there of the Parthenon and everything else are incredible.
Going to the Acropolis has to be top 5 places that we've been to.
I just can't think of anything that we've been to that really compares with its beauty and the history involved. There's just little slates telling you history everywhere you go. It's an incredible experience that you have to do if you're going to Athens. Do not skip out on going up to the Acropolis. Well, that's pretty much it for us. Again, please do not forget to comment below with your must-dos, must-sees in Athens. We can't wait to read them and hear about what we missed out on maybe, or if we have shared experiences. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that whenever we come up with our next videos, we're going to Santorini next, you can make sure that you don't miss out.
Follow us, KASVENTURES.org. Follow us on YouTube, KASVENTURES. Follow us on Instagram, KASVENTURES, #KASVENTURES.
Again, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell so that you can receive notifications on when our videos come out. Alright, thank you for watching. Until next time.
Until next time.
So,